All right, you don't need game. When I overhear conversations, when I'm out with my chick and I'm listening to other people at different tables in a restaurant and I overhear conversations, when I hear guys talking to girls and they're trying to game them up, 99% of the time, they're talking about other things other than themselves. They're talking about the latest TV show. They're talking about the latest concert. They're talking about the latest thing that goes on the news, but they're not talking about themselves. They're not talking about who they are and what their accomplishments are and what they've done and how special and unique they are. They're spending most of their time talking about other people. What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD, man. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so I just finished a great leg and cardio workout. Did a little bit of legs, did a little bit of cardio, did a little bit of boxing, did a little bit of abs. All right, guys, so today was one of those high intensity days. Y'all already know, make sure you're hitting the gym at least 5 to 7 times a week, working on your body game, becoming the best version of yourself. All right, fellas, today, I just want to let you know, man, when you become the best version of yourself and when you become a top tier man, you don't need game anymore, fellas. All right, guys, see, this is what I've realized. All right, fellas, I've been on YouTube for about 6 months now. And I've been seeing a lot of YouTube gurus, dating coaches, relationship coaches, self-development experts. You know what I'm saying? And they teach a lot of you guys, or they teach you guys a lot about game. All right, what to say to a woman, how to attract a woman. And I talk about how to attract women a lot too, guys, because attracting women, hey, man, it's a gift, baby. It's a gift that you need to develop. But anyway, a lot of these guys teach you about how to game women up, how to riz women up, as they call it nowadays, bro. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm very successful with women. All right, I've always been very successful with women. I've been successful with women since I was in like pre-K, kindergarten, bro. I was just telling my girl story about how I used to riz chicks up in Head Start. I don't know if y'all know what Head Start is. It's right before kindergarten. But anyway, man, I've always been good with women. But one of the things I realized is I've been thinking, bro. I sat down, I was thinking the other day, and I'm like, bro, I never use game. All right, I never use game. I never like think of what I want to say before I approach a chick. All right, I'm never sitting there like, what should I say? What's the best thing to say? What can I say to make her laugh? Or what can I say to make her smile? Or what can I say to get her more attracted to me? I don't do that, guys. And the reason why I don't do that is because that's burning too many brain calories. All right, I ain't got the time to be sitting there trying to decipher what I need to say to a woman. All right, I believe the best thing that you can do to attract women and to get women and to riz women up is to just be yourself. All right, and when I say be yourself, I mean become the best version of yourself. All right, guys, because when you are learning and you are working and you're developing and you are gaming yourself up and you're getting wisdom, all right, and you're progressing in life, you're going to automatically have interesting things to talk about with women. All right, guys, but the problem is a lot of guys need game because they're not interesting enough. All right, guys, I want you guys to hear that again, okay? Hear what I just said. Most guys need game because they don't have anything interesting about themselves to say to the women. All right, guys, but when you got game, when you got things interesting about you and you've been working on yourself, you don't need game. All right, you don't need game. When I overhear conversations, when I'm out with my chick and I'm listening to other people at different tables in a restaurant and I overhear conversations, when I hear guys talking to girls and they're trying to game them up, 99% of the time, they're talking about other things other than themselves. They're talking about the latest TV show. They're talking about the latest concert. They're talking about the latest thing that goes on the news, but they're not talking about themselves. They're not talking about who they are and what their accomplishments are and what they've done and how special and unique they are. They're spending most of their time talking about other people. All right, guys, so in that case, when you're that type of man, you definitely need game. You're gonna need game because you don't have anything interesting enough about yourself to talk about. All right, guys, but when you have been through things, when you've experienced life, when you've went through trial and error, when you're progressing, okay, guys, when you're moving up in different tiers in life, you're gonna have interesting things to talk about and you're gonna be more interesting. All right, fellas, like you should be to the point to where when you go out on dates and when you hang out with women, you are so interesting that she's spending most of the time asking you about you. All right, guys, it's the truth of the matter. It's the truth about it. All right, guys, so some guys be asking, what type of questions should I ask a woman on a date? Or what are some good icebreaker questions? Or what are some good conversation starters? The best conversation starter in the world? You walking in like a top tier man with a great physique. Okay, guys, you walking in like the best version of yourself. You walking in and you standing out before you even open your mouth. You standing out from every single man in that room. Okay, you walking in and because you have the body game of a god, G-A-U-D, G-A-W-D, God. All right, guys, you're standing out, okay, from all the men in the room. That's what you want to lead with. And if you walk in like that, she gonna have a bunch of questions for you. All right, she gonna want to get to know you more. You're gonna be the center of the conversation. You're gonna be the topic of the day. All right, guys, and you ain't got to worry about game, and you ain't got to worry about talking about celebrities or what Kendrick Lamar did or what Rihanna or Taylor Swift did. That's for losers. All right, guys, when you a top tier man and you are doing things in life, you are your game. You don't need game when you the best version of yourself, guys. All right, hear me again. When you are the best version of yourself, you don't need game. All right, some dating gurus and dating coaches may disagree. All right, but I'm gonna tell you this: the only guys that's gonna disagree is the guys that's not the best version of themselves. The only guys that's gonna disagree is the guys that don't have a great physique. The only guys that's gonna disagree is the guys that don't have real life experiences to talk about and to tell stories to women. All right, guys, when I go out with women, I got stories for days. I got stories for days. Why? Because I am living life. I'm actually doing difficult things to be able to give me those experiences, to be able to give me those stories so I can be able to portray, okay, guys, and illustrate those stories when I'm out on dates. And it makes me a much more interesting man. All right, fellas. So again, if you want to be more successful with women, all right, guys, please become the best version of yourself. First thing you got to do, work on the foundation. Get that body game right, G. Y'all already know. Get that body game right. All right, fellas, as y'all know, man, I'm leaning up a little bit. You know, I've been really focusing on my high intensity cardio and my boxing. So I'm leaning up a little bit. I'm sitting at about, damn, how much I weigh right now, man? I'm about 190 right now, man. Usually y'all see me, I'm at about 210, 215, but I dropped a few pounds since I started YouTube because I'm trying to get back to sparring normally like I used to, man. And when I got all that muscle on me, man, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? So I like to stay lean around this time of the year, baby. In the summer, I like to be lean. All right, guys. So again, make sure you become the best version of yourself. Make sure you're working on your body game. Make sure you're having real life experiences. Real life experience. I ain't talking about scrolling on YouTube. I ain't talking about scrolling on TikTok. I'm not talking about watching other people do what they do. Okay, you need real life experiences so you can become a much more interesting man. And then at that point, you don't need game. All right, fellas, it's your boy KD. This was a quick one. All right, y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. If you haven't liked the video, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you subscribe, baby. All right. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.